What is going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video. It has been far too long since I have made a video, but don't worry, we are back, coming back strong. I'm going to be looking at some of the new decks this week from Burning Shadows, and easily one of the most hyped up decks, Gardevoir-GX. A lot of people think this could be the new best deck in format, best BDIF. We'll see if that's the case or not. We're going to test it out today. Gardevoir-GX, let's go ahead, without further ado, hop in and take a look here at the 230 HP Stage 2 Pokemon GX with the attack Infinite Force. This attack does 30 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. So it is very easy for us to just get really steamrolling with this attack, doing tons and tons of damage. There's really no damage cap for this. We can take knockouts on basically everything that we might go up against, especially with things like Choice Band. We have things like Kukui that could potentially boost our damage output, and Secret Spring here, the ability on Gardevoir. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may attach a Fairy Energy card from your hands to one of your Pokemon. So with multiple Gardevoirs in play, we can get multiple more energies in play, and therefore boost the damage of Infinite Force really quickly. We do also have double Colorless Energy, which is a great tool for us to use. We do only require a Fairy Energy, but double Colorless also counts for 2 energies, so there's no reason not to play that card. If we attach a DCE, we just get to do plus 20 more damage, or plus 60 more damage, excuse me, so really great. And then also Twilight GX, a very good GX attack here. Shuffle 10 cards from your discard pile into your deck. Gonna be great against those Trashalanche Garbodor decks, just taking away their options of doing damage with Trashalanche. Twilight GX is gonna be pretty powerful. Also here, we'll just take a look at the Pokemon lineup. We've got a 4-2-1-3 line of Gardevoir. We're playing the Ralts from Ancient Origins / Breakthrough. It's the same one. It has a colorless attack. Figure we play this one since we do have a colorless requirement, or since we do play double colorless, excuse me. We're also playing the Kirlia from Breakthrough with Quick Turn, the Psychic type here. Quick Turn, if we flip 2 heads, can knock out a Garbodor. It can also knock out a Espeon GX if we have a Choice Band plus a Kukui and we flip 2 heads. So I know that's asking for a lot, but there's no real better reason to run the other ones that are out there. They have the same amount of HP, same retreat, all that stuff, so figure why not run this one just in case that scenario comes up. And we're also playing 1 copy of Gallade, just a really good non-EX attacker. With Kukui we can hit 180 on stuff. It is a fighting type, so hits for weakness on things like Darkrai EX, Darkrai GX, and Drampa GX, all really popular Pokemon. And Premonition is just such a good ability, letting us set up our deck and figure out what we're going to be drawing in the coming turns. We've already talked about Gardevoir, but we also have a 1/1 Octillery line with the Abyssal Hand ability, letting us draw up to 5 cards once per turn. Also really good in combination with Premonition, of course. 2 copies of Tapu Lele, gonna just add consistency here, letting us get our Brigette on turn 1, which is going to be key to setting up our Remoraid, setting up our Ralts, and getting Diancie in play. Diancie is one of my favorite cards in this deck after playing a few games with it. Sparkling Wish, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. So Sparkling Wish just is a really good way for us to get our evolution Pokemon in play a little bit faster. If we do go second, we can Brigette down Ralts and Remoraid, and then turn 1 potentially Sparkling Wish, get down an Octillery, get down a Kirlia, and it's just going to help us set up so much better on the next turn of the game. So without further ado, let's expand it and take a look at the rest of what we are working with here. We do have 2 copies of Field Blower. I'm not playing any stadiums in this list, so this is going to be kind of an important card to manage our opponent's stadiums. Also, getting rid of the tool on the Garbotox and Garbodor is going to be pretty nice as well. 2 copies of Max Potion, letting us heal all damage from one of our Pokemon that has damage on it. We do have to discard the energy, but Gardevoir's 230 HP is just so massive that Max Potion can really just swing the momentum of a game potentially for us. We also have 3 copies of Rare Candy, gonna let us get directly up from Ralts into Gallade or Gardevoir. 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher here, letting us put a Pokemon from our discard pile into our hand directly, or shuffling 3 from our discard pile into our deck. I know I do not have the Seeker Rare Rescue Stretcher, or the Seeker Rare Choice Band, or the Seeker Rare Fairy Energies. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to try to trade for those at some point down the road. Just kind of waiting for some of the prices on some of these cards online to settle down a little bit before I get too many copies of them. 1 copy of Super Rod, of course, letting us shuffle 3 Pokemon or energies back into our deck. I like Super Rod, the split here, 1 of each. That's one of the reasons I'm okay running just 3 Gardevoir-GX. because we have so much access to them through Super Rod and Rescue Stretcher. Also, just getting back fairy energies can be really good with Super Rod if we have to discard them early. Of course, also having to discard them with Max Potion potentially. Another reason Super Rod is worthwhile in the list, I think. 4 copies of Ultra Ball here, letting us discard 2 cards and search our deck for a Pokemon. 3 copies of VS Seeker. Pretty standard stuff nowadays is 3 copies of that card. 1 copy of Brigette, letting us get 3 basic Pokemon onto our bench turn 1 so that we can start evolving as early as possible and getting just our basic Pokemon in play. Since we are an evolution deck, Brigette is just so good. We are running a split right now of 1 Guzma and 1 Lysandre. I'm pretty sure that 2 Guzma would be fine, but I'm just still trying to figure out. I think there's some instances where you'd rather just have Lysandre. So I figured with 2 copies of Lele with 3 VS Seekers, why not just have 1 of each and try to work around it that way. We may just switch it over to 2 Guzma at some point down the road. Also playing a copy of Hex Maniac here, going to be key against all those decks that use abilities such as Mega Rayquaza, things like Greninja, things like opposing Gardevoirs or Volcanion. Hex Maniac is just a really good supporter. And of course, going first, if we can get a few Pokemon on our bench, Hex is also a good supporter on the first turn to maybe slow our opponent down as well. We already talked about the Lysandre here, but we'll keep moving on to the draw supporters now. We've got 3 copies of N. Just some good shuffle draw for us, as well as 4 copies of Professor Sycamore, letting us discard our hand and draw 7 cards. Just the most powerful draw supporter in the game right now. And 1 copy of Professor Kukui to round out the supporters. Just helps us hit some solid numbers. I like it specifically in the Gardevoir mirror. If we play it and our opponent doesn't, we can potentially get 1-hit knockouts on Guardies a lot easier than they can, which can swing the matchup for us. We also have 3 copies of Choice Band. I know, like I said, don't have secret rares. We'll get them at some point, do not worry. Choice Band, just, we know what it does, so good. 2 copies of Float Stone, giving some of these guys free retreat. 4 copies of double Colorless energy to boost the infinite force damage, and 7 fairy energies to round it out. There's the list, guys. Let me know what you think. I like it so far a lot. I do kind of want the 4th Gardevoir, but with the Rescue Stretcher and Super Rod, I think that we're good regardless. So we'll go ahead and hop in here, play a game, and see what happens for us. As always, guys, if you enjoy these videos, definitely be sure to leave a like down below. Helps me out a ton, lets me know you're enjoying seeing what I'm doing, and we'll go ahead here up against Tails SC, playing what looks to be a Volcanion deck, and we see Colorless in there, so they could be running Shaman EX, which would be pretty neat, something we haven't seen too much of recently. Maybe that also could be a Rangaroo or something like that, though. So we'll go ahead and choose to go first, of course. And we'll see how this matchup goes for us. That is a terrible opening hand. What is this? Okay. This is so bad. We'll at least get to take some mulligans here. And it looks like we are going up against Volcanion. Maybe Turtonator. Maybe a more heavily Turtonator-focused deck. We'll see what happens. So they're going to choose an active. And we'll get to take a mulligan here. Hopefully the mulligan makes things a little better for us, because it is not looking good. We will draw a card. We do get a Sycamore, so that makes me feel a little better about Brigitting this turn, as long as we did not prize our other Tapu Lele. So we'll go Ultra Ball here. We'll discard Lysandre and Max Potion. I think it's okay to get rid of a Max Potion. Our opponent can take 1-hit knockouts, of course. And unfortunately, we did prize our other Lele. So it looks like we might just be getting a Ralts. And going for Sycamore this turn. I think we are going to go for Sycamore this turn. Just try to get more Ralts in play if we can. DCE also could have been good on Lele, but we'll go ahead and Sycamore. And see what we can get into. We know we prized the Remoraid as well, which is not good. And this hand doesn't look great, but we can maybe Kukui into a Rare Candy and then get a turn 2 Gardevoir and hit this Volcanion for a lot of damage, maybe. But it's just going to kind of depend on what my opponent does here. We're going to see an Ultra Ball come out, and we'll see what this goes for. It does get rid of 2 Fire Energies and just a baby Volcanion, it looks like. So we might see some Power Heaters coming up in the near future. Switch, gonna come out, switch the 2 Pokemon, of course. Gets a Fire Energy, we see an N, which I'm okay with. We didn't have a great draw, so like all we were gonna do next turn is Kukui, so definitely okay. Definitely okay with that. Getting rid of the 2 Max Potions turn 1 does kind of sting, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Ultra Ball is gonna come out. Gets rid of a Hex Maniac and a Volcanion, so interesting to see Hex Maniac, not something we see in a lot of Volcanion lists. And Max Elixir is going to hit the field. Going to find an attachment onto Volcanion EX, and just a Power Heater for 20 damage. Going to start powering up his backup attackers. Alright, so we will Ultra Ball. We do have to get rid of a lot of energies here, but we can find Super Rod or something like that. I'm just going to get another... I want to get Diancie here. We're going to try to just get some evolutions set up. Yeah, we're just going to try to get some evolutions going. And we're going to go ahead and Sycamore. We can, of course, Super Rod back some of these energies we're having to get rid of, or we can Twilight GX them back, potentially. So we get no evolutions or rare candies, so good thing we kind of went this route. And we're just going to go ahead and Sparkling Wish, and that's going to get us a Kirlia. I have thought of running 3 Kirlias just for the reason of, you know, if we prize one, then we don't really get to do too much with Sparkling Wish. But, yeah, I mean, I think it's okay for now. But on to my opponent's turn, we'll see what they can make happen. I would love to see an N because our hand really doesn't look great, and looks like we might see them go for that. Nice. We'll take it, we'll take it. We will definitely take it. N comes out. We are down 2 fairies. And we do see a Gardevoir and a Rare Candy, so we can Rare Candy into this one, maybe in and try to hit another. Guzma could be pretty deadly here as well for my opponent. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, we can easily take a knockout on this Volcanion EX with a Guzma. And it looks like it might be kind of hard for my opponent to return the knockout. So we can knock out either one of the Volcanions. Or we could Rare Candy and just Diamond Storm. Get another Gardevoir. I think we should be a little more aggressive here, and we're going to go that route. Guzma will knock out either one of these Volcanions. We can Secret Spring to the active, and then attach back here. 3, 6, 9, 12. Maybe we should keep the energy in case he brings this back up next turn so we can knock it out. I think we'll just hold the energy this turn. And let me make sure. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Yeah, 220 damage. Or 210 damage, excuse me. 220 is how much HP he would have had if he had a Fighting Fury belt. Thankfully, he did not, though. There's the Tapu Lele that was prized. So getting that guy back is definitely nice. But yeah, we'll see what my opponent's going to go for here. Choice Band onto the active. Energy Retrieval. So they will be able to, if they get another, they need another Volcanion EX in order to return knock us out. Sycamore. 130, 160, 190. They need 2 Steam Ups, actually. 90, 220, yeah, 2 Steam Ups. And if they don't get it, we are down 2 of our Max Potions, so we won't be able to do that, but we can easily return KO this Volcanion. Volcanic Heat, not for enough. So we'll go ahead and Secret Spring down to this guy. We'll attach a Float Stone. I have a good deck. No, sir. You have a good deck. I think we can just Sycamore here. We still have 2 Rare Candies. The only reason I would end would be because of the Rare Candy, I think. So I think I'm just going to Sycamore. Try to get more set up. Just keep pushing our already pretty good lead. We do get another Ralts at least. We have Rescue Stretcher, so we can get back a Gardevoir or Ralts. Or this has the Kirlia on it, yeah. So we can get back the Kirlia next turn. And because we will get knocked out now, but we're going to go up a lot of prizes. So yeah, we'll attach 3, 6, 9, 12. Who do we attach to? I think we just go here. And we will go for Infinite Force. Would have been good to find another Rare Candy there. Unfortunately, did not happen. Well, there's a Rare Candy and a Kirlia, so if he doesn't in us, we can get another Gardevoir back in play. But I'm assuming he likely will in us. Float Stone, going to go onto the active. Ultra Ball, maybe finding a Lele for an N. He definitely is going to try to end this turn if he can. He knows we have a huge hand. Putting us down to 2 would be great. I hate how after your opponent now says something, it leaves this little exclamation notification up here. Really kind of bugs me, but... yep, probably going for in, yep. Looks like it. So we'll see what we draw here. Since we prized our Remoraid, we weren't able to set up Octillery, so N does definitely hurt. We, of course, could Brooklet Hill down a Remoraid if it was in the deck, but I think it's one of those last 2 prize cards. Energy Retrieval, so he will be able to Steam Up, which will allow him to knock us out. If he missed the Steam Up there, he actually wouldn't have been able to knock us out, which would have been great. We'll probably see the energy go down to the Volcanion. Nope, he's actually going to go... Oh, yeah. He gets 1 of each. Sorry. So we'll go ahead and bring up Lele. We're probably going to just Sparkling Wish this turn. We know we have a Kirlia in the deck now. Yeah, Ralts is... Remoraid is prized. So... yeah, we'll just get a Kirlia on this guy. Since we did take the Kirlia off the prizes and then he end us. Should we Field Blower? I think we're going to save that in case of a Fighting Fury Belt. Although we have seen Choice Bands from my opponent, so maybe he doesn't play Fighting Fury Belt. But yeah, Sparkling Wish will let us get another Gardevoir in play next turn. And then I think we should be looking pretty good. But we'll see what happens. We, of course, don't have like a supporter or anything, which is always unfortunate, but we have a lot of outs. We can get a VS Seeker, we can get a Rescue Stretcher. He's going to just send up Volcanion, actually. Oh, because he's going to Guzma, okay. And he has a Fire Energy because he got one. He has one still from Energy Retrieval, so he can knock us out. So now I wish I had Field Blowered. Maybe I should have. We don't have a Kirlia left. Now we do. So we'll put back this. Should we put back a Lele? So we have more top deck outs. Yeah, we'll put back those 3. We'll Field Blower, get rid of this and this. I really wish we had played that last turn. I should have seen that play, but, you know, we'll see what happens. We do get, at least we get that Sparkling Wish. Yeah, we had to put back a Fairy, because otherwise we only had 1 left. A Rangaroo comes out, so the Colorless was the monkey indeed, not Shaman EX. Fire Energy to the back, Steam Up. And it's really going to kind of come down to this turn. Do we top deck anything? Prizing Remoraid was really bad. Ultra Ball going to get rid of a Lele and a Fire Energy. Fails it, so he can instruct for a couple cards. I don't believe he has used Steam Up. No, he has, because this says the damage is increased. So he can knock us out with Power Heater. Maybe just attach one to a Rangaroo, one to Volcanion EX. He could also attach there, but I think he will go 1 and 1. Nope, he's going to go here. That makes sense as well. I guess Lysandre Stall is like just not a thing anymore because of Guzma, so that would be the reason he would do it there. And unfortunately, didn't get anything, so we will retreat and pass. It's harder for him to knock out Gardevoir than it is to knock out Lele. And here comes Guzma. And if he has one Steam Up, he will be able to win the game. We'll give him the well played for sure, so he must have the Fire Energy. Yep. There it is, and he will be able to Volcanic Heat for the knockout. So we do lose the first game, unfortunately. Yeah, kind of a awkward couple turns there, but we'll go ahead and play another one, see what happens. Hopefully we can come away with at least one win for the video today. Yeah, our opening hand was really bad, and we also prized kind of poorly, prizing a Kirlia and prizing a Remoraid and prizing a Lele, so we weren't able to get that turn 1 Brigette. But I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Going on to looking like a Tapu Lele Vikavolt deck. So this is also something that can be a hard matchup because they just discard their energies every single turn. So we'll see what happens, see what we can make happen. Also, Nature's Judgment GX. Is that what it is? Or maybe it's Tapu Wilderness GX. That's what it is. Tapu Wilderness is also not fun since they will just heal themselves completely. 2 Pokemon coming down from our... 3 Pokemon. Wow, okay. Coming down from my opponent. They don't even need a Brigette. They just got all the Pokemon down that they need. Yeah, I don't know why it shows you your mulligan now in this, but we do start Diancie, and we do have Ultra Ball for Lele, which is pretty nice. So my opponent gets a card, and Double Grubbin and a Bulu from my opponent. So we'll go ahead here, start things off with an Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of a Fairy Energy and a Choice Band is going to be pretty important, so I think we're going to get rid of Float Stone. And prized Remoraid once again. Prized a Lele too, but we do thankfully have Brigette. And we can bring down 3 Ralts. Oh man, I really want to get Remoraid out. Maybe you should play a 2-1 line. I have seen some people doing that, but we'll go ahead and Lele, grab that Brigette. And let's see how many energy we prized. We already discarded 1 Fairy, but other than that, we didn't prize any. Prized a Choice Band as well. Yeah, so we'll go ahead with Brigette. And just grab out 3 Ralts. We prized a Kirlia as well, but we do have all our Gardevoirs and a Gallade. Max Potion seems like it's going to be pretty important here as well. So we do have both of those. Good to know. We'll attach to the active, and we'll go ahead and just pass on to my opponent's turn. Hopefully we don't see a Delinquent come out, but a lot of Tapu Lele decks aren't playing Stadiums right now, so not likely we would see that. Tormenting Spray is something we would also not like to see, but Lele here can find my opponent whatever supporter they like. They may just go for something like a Sycamore or an N to reset their hand, maybe even a Skyla to just set themselves up for the following turn. Fan Club, actually, so I was thinking they didn't need to go for their setup Pokemon since they had 2 Grubbins in play, but maybe they just want to get another Grubbin and maybe another Bulu or something like that. Or maybe a Bulu and the Tapu Koko promo. Yep, or Koko promo and Lele. Definitely seems good. Koko promo can make it so he can clean up knockouts on us later on. And pass on to our turn. Actually, he attached to the Koko. We'll go ahead here, throw DCE down. Unfortunate to get rid of Rescue Stretcher, but we do need to just go ahead and Sycamore. Try to get some stuff set up. We get a Rare Candy, so we can go ahead and start premonitioning? Using Premonition, there we go. Premonition, of course, actually not going to really do much since we can, we're going to shuffle our deck after Sparkling Wish anyway. So we're not going to use it since we're going to Sparkling Wish, and not going to play any of the other cards right now. We'll just get Kirlia in play. I was like, oh yeah, we get Gallade, we can use Premonition, but no, unfortunately, Sparkling Wish means we shuffle our deck, because we have to search our deck. So, Field Blower is going to come out, going to get rid of the Choice Band, not good. Rare Candy into Vikavolt. So turn 2 Vikavolt for my opponent. You never get turn 2 Vikavolt, but your opponent always gets turn 2 Vikavolt. And we'll see Strong Charge come out, and he will be able to knock out a Diancie with a Nature's Judgment. We'll see if he discards the energy. Oh, actually, looks like not going to go for that. Maybe just going to go for the Flying Flip this turn. Skyla. Going to just maybe go for like the switch or the Escape Rope, something along those lines. So we'll see what he does. Yep, gonna go for an Escape Rope. And that's fine. 3, 6, 9, 12, 2. I think we're gonna send up the Gallade, because that can knock out... Okay, he's already used his... this thing. But he could go and knock something out with Nature's Judgment. So, I think if he wants to knock out Gallade, he has to discard the energy. We don't really want him to discard the energy. If we send up Lele, I think he would just go back into Bulu, because this could just be an energy, and he's kind of like baiting us into this. I think we have to feed him a Ralts. We have Float Stone regardless. He's already played a supporter. And he does go into Coco. We'll see if he has an energy and a retreat, but no, he's just going to go for the Flying Flip. So 3, 6, 9, 12. We got to attach here, of course. I would love to knock this thing out with Gallade. I don't really want to end him. So we will... He still has to discard his energy to knock us out with the Bulu. Sorry, I keep covering my mouth. I don't mean to. If we had a DCE and a Guzma here, that would be great to knock out the Vikavolt. 3, 6, 9, 12. I think we should just try to knock it out with a Gardevoir, if we can. So we'll Max Potion the Ralts, since that can become a Gardevoir down the road, and we're just Sycamore. I think this is the best way to approach this. I think this is going to be best. Didn't find the Gardevoir, but we found an Ultra Ball. So we can knock him out with either... no, actually we have to knock him out with Gardevoir, because we've already attached. So we'll get rid of this and the Lysandre. Go get Gardevoir. And we will be able to knock him out with a Infinite Force. It feels bad to have to do it to one prizer, but... You know, maybe we can hit some big numbers next turn on a Tapu Bulu if he doesn't discard his energy. But if he discards his energy, which I'm sure he will, but we'll just have to see what happens. Okay. On to my opponent's turn. They do have access to Strong Charge. 2-card hand from my opponent. We'll have to see what they can do with it. Fighting Fury Belt gonna go onto the Lele, actually. So maybe we'll see him attack with Lele. I think this is kind of him saying, like, okay, here's the deal. You can... Oh, he's gonna end. Okay, so I think this is kind of him saying, like, if you attack the Bulu, we're going to discard the energy. If you attack Bulu for a lot, you're just going to get knocked out with Lele on the following turn. But we'll see what happens. He's got two different Tapu Koko promos. You got to have the same one, dude. Come on. Does he have different energies? Looks like he's got the same energies. Fighting Fury Belt is going to go on the active. We do have a Field Blower, which is nice. Nature's Judgment for 190. Okay, so our other Lele was prized, so we can't Ultra Ball for Lele for Kukui to DCE. Oh, we don't have Choice Band, so it wouldn't work. Never mind. We could find a Okay, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So we can knock him out, but we just get return KO'd. But I think this is fine, actually. We can Secret Spring. Or do we want Ultra Ball, get another Ralts? Because we definitely have to keep the Field Blower, keep the N. Have I forgotten to Premonition? I forgot to Premonition earlier. I'm sorry, guys. He will be able to just come up in Tapu Koko Spread. I think we have to get another Ralts out. I think ideally we get another Ralts out, I should say. So that's what we'll do. Bench this guy. Field Blower. Get rid of both of these. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And we'll play N. Get ourselves a new hand. We do get a Rare Candy, so we can get up another Gardevoir. And we have Max Potion as well. So we get our knockout. We'll Premonition. Sorry, almost forgot. Definitely want you up top. And the rest don't matter if that's what we're going to play. Actually, maybe we get... No, we definitely need to get the Sycamore. We can Super Rod back the Pokemon we're going to have to discard. Because we do have to discard some Pokemon, it looks like. But that'll be fine if we get the Super Rod as well, which we will be. And we will... Infinite Force for the knockout. 180 damage, no energy on the Bulu, but we took the knockout with our own energies. Getting a Choice Band and a Lele, two pretty good prizes to get. And he's going to bring up the Coco. He can, of course, Flying Flip and knock us out. Once again, we won't be able to... Once again, it looks like we will not be able to Hex Maniac. Hex Maniac is going to be good in this matchup, but we won't be able to use it this coming turn. Energy Recycler, going to put back 5 energies. So we only need 2 energies on a Gardevoir to knock him out. But we also may be content with going for the Sparkling Wish this turn. We'll just have to see. Flying Flip will take the KO, and we'll just bring up Gardevoir. So we will Max Potion the 20. That just keeps us out of range of the Bulu later on down the road. Honestly, maybe we should have Max Potioned this one. I could also Lele for N. Put him down to 4. Yeah, and I think I'll do that. We need to find a decent amount of energies here, though. We've got 4 in the deck. We just need either... We need a DCE. A DCE would be ideal, I think. Or a Fairy and one other energy to knock this out. DCE, so we get that. We can Secret Spring to the active. Or maybe even this one. Let's Premonition first. So put the Fairy Energy, then just the rest doesn't matter since we're going to Sycamore next turn, most likely. And we'll put the DCE onto Gallade. We'll Secret Spring. And put the energy onto the Gardevoir. And we'll go for the Sensitive Blade, which will knock out Tapu Koko. We only get 1 prize, and we get the Remoraid, so not bad. We will have to discard Remoraid, most likely, unless my opponent has a way to knock something out. Brigette here. Interesting, so they must just not have a great draw off of that N. Gonna get down Bulu. There's a grass energy, so we could see a Guzma this turn. If my no, we can't see Guzma because he Brigited, so that's fine with me. And we will be able to just knock out. Oh, he has a switch, so he'll knock out Gallade. But if he doesn't discard the energies, he doesn't have to discard the energies. If he doesn't, we will just be able to knock him out straight up with Gardevoir. But we are kind of running out of energies. We may have to go for the Tapu or the Twilight GX here. I actually chose not to discard the energies. I don't know if I agree with that. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. If we find Field Blower and Choice Band or DCE, we will just be able to win the game here. So really not sure that I agree with that. But we don't find the DCE, so we will... I think we might Twilight. I think our... we don't have the other Kirlia, right? So we can't Sparkling Wish. Yeah, I think we need to Twilight here. Yeah, we'll Twilight. Sorry, just trying to think everything through. We'll put back all the energy. Choice Band will be good. Yeah, Choice Band. It's gonna really kind of be like all in on the next turn, trying to win the game. Max Potion. I really don't know that we need like all the energy, but we need a lot of it. We'll put back via Seeker. Should we put back the other Max Potion? Maybe we should put back, instead of one of these... No, we need DCEs, because we need to do a lot. Maybe we can get rid of a Fairy and put back a Rare Candy, since we're going to try to Sycamore next turn, I think, and a Gardevoir. Yes. Maybe. I don't really know about all that. Felt the pressure there in the last couple seconds. Did I not put a Rare Candy back? I thought I clicked Rare Candy. Did I not? Did I not put back Max Potion? Wait, it didn't update. The discard pile didn't update. Did it shuffle my stuff back? It didn't shuffle anything back. Did I run out of time? It didn't shuffle anything back. Because we could just Field Blower. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We'll be short. Wow. It didn't put anything back. Okay, well, we can still win. We just need him to not have a grass energy. What the heck? I cannot believe that happened. It didn't put any cards back, so my attack just failed? I knew I took a little too long, but... So now we have to hope he doesn't have the energy, and next turn we can Sycamore and hit the last DCE or whatever, because we know we have a DCE. But if he has just a grass energy, he wins. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, wait, no, he had 3... Guys, this was a mess. I'm so sorry. 3, 6, 9, 12, yeah. There is one DCE left. Correct. I thought there was. Let's get another Gardevoir. It doesn't matter. Well, we can get another Gardevoir, and then we can do a lot with... Oh, we maybe could have won last turn, too. This has just been kind of a mess, guys. I do apologize for that. Sycamore. Super Rod back. 3 fairies. We actually, I think we could have won last turn. If I had done that. What I just did. Because I could have gotten multiple energies in play, all that stuff. That was a messy last game, and I do apologize for it, but, you know, we did get a win. A win is a win. no matter how it came. Even though, and our first game was pretty bad as well, but yeah, we could have won last turn, actually. I just didn't see it, but there we go. There's the Gardevoir-GX deck. I do apologize for probably a little sloppy play from me this game, or this video. I have been away from it for a little while from the, video making and all that stuff, but definitely glad to be back making some more videos, so I hope you guys enjoyed, got something out of it, and we'll be sure to check out some more of my Burning Shadows decks coming later this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that's going to do it for me. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All those things are at TrainerChip. Links are down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, take care.